Hi everyone. In the previous episode we created the index page, we added some tests, and now we are ready to move forward. What are we going to do today is create the create page, and then in the next episode we're gonna bundle this up and actually add the backend functionality and store the band. So we are splitting this up in two parts. The create part, it will just display us the form, and then in the next episode we're going to get the information from the user, submit the form, and store the band inside the database. In order to create the create form and the create functionality, we will do that in 3 steps. First step is just create the routing and everything we need to redirect the user to the create page. Then we need to create the form by using the Flux UI components. And finally, we're going to write some small tests just to make sure that this flow is available to the user. So let's start. First of all, if I take a look at the project tree, if we go to resources, then views and Livewire, we already have that bands directory, and here's the index Livewire component for bands. Now we need another component that will take care of the bands create page. So let's create a new Vault component for that. PHP artisan, it's make Vault. Under the bands directory, we need a create component, and yeah, that's good. Let's open this up. Let's add here create. And yeah, let's go to the browser real quick. Here we are. And now if we hit the create, we don't have the route yet. So yeah, I'm sorry. So here, let's create also a route for this. Let's go to web, and under the index, let's create another route, Vault route. So Vault facade, route function. I guess this will be okay. Bands/create. I guess we're good. So here, if we go bands/create, sure enough, this loads. Like I said in the previous episode, let's keep in mind authorization first. So yeah, let's go into the component we created and make sure that this page is only displayed for users that actually have the authority to display that page. So back to our component, and here we will create the mount method, and inside here we will use the authorize method, and it will be create, and then we will need the band model as a second argument. Import that, and yeah, we're ready to go. So if I go inside the policy, now it's false. So I'm guessing that if we switch back to the browser, this will have an authorization error or a syntax error. Yeah. Let's fix that. I know you saw that question mark there. Back to the browser, and yeah, this action is unauthorized. So we are in a good place. So here for now, we are returning true. This will help us when we would like to add the actual policies in place. We will only have to return back to our policy file and make all the adjustments there, and the application will be ready to go. So here we are, back on track. So now let's create the user flow. What is the flow for the user in order to reach the create page? So let's see, from bands, we will need like a button, maybe top right here, that it will say create band, create new band, or new band. Let's just quickly check filament. So if I go filament, let's go to products, and yeah, it says new product. So let's go with new band. So let's go to the index page. It's bands.index. Hopefully that will do. Yes, it does. Let's go in. Here is our heading. So yeah, let's wrap this in a div. And this div will have like a class, flex, justify between an item center. And here we will add a flux button. And here it's like new band, and it's under the bands file. We don't have that yet, but if we go bands.php, we need the new band key. So I guess we're good. Let's just, okay, let's make that primary. So if I remember, it's Vira primary. That's good. Now I think these two are very close to each other. So let's add this class. Let's move this class to the parent and remove that from here. Let's take a look. This feels better. And now let's redirect the user. It's ref create. Yeah, we are good. One last thing here, authorization first. So here we will wrap this into a can directive. So here, display the button only if the user can create a new band. So the same thing that we did inside the poll component. So band class, and then end can here. Let's fix that indentation. Let's go back to bands. Just for my sanity, let's bring the create back to false, and now we won't be able to see the button. So perfect, yeah, we are good to go. Turn back to true, and I think step one is complete. We have all the tools in place, so the user can visit the bands index, and from here it can create a new band inside this component. So now let's dive in and create the form for this component. It's a simple form, like we said in the previous episodes. The only thing we need for the band is the name. So just super simple. Let's go back to the create. I don't remember still that heading from here. And let's also check if you go and click new product, then the title is create product. So create band. I'm sure that we have that, so let's check. No, we don't, so let's add it. Create band. Yeah, that will do the trick. Let's go back to our project, create band, perfect. And now let's add a flags card here. So this will hold our form, and this will be the form here. And under the card, let's add a button. So flags button. Let's make this primary again. Let's check. So here the title is create product and the button says just create. So do we have a global? No, we don't. So create is a common word. It's not like relevant or tied with bands or any other model. So I prefer, instead of having this create key inside the bands file, let's create another file here. PHP file, let's call it global. This will return an array, of course. And here let's add a create key so we can use it in more forms and not only in the band form. Let's use that translation here. It's global.create. Let's take a look again. Okay, so let's fix this. Multiple ways to fix that. Let's stick for now with class margin bottom 4. This will do the trick, and let's use the same for our card. Okay, let's move the button into the right. So let's wrap this into a div and use flex to do that. So class flex justify end, makes sense. And let's, instead of hard coding form here, so let's have a flux input for now. Flux input. We need a label for that, and it will be band's name. I think we have it. So let's take a quick look. Yes, we do, and I think we are good to go. This is the only thing we need. So this will be a create form. I know it's a huge waste of space here, but yeah, that will do the trick. So the last thing I would like to do for this episode is to create some tests to verify that at least the flow is in place. So let's take a look what we currently have. Let's go to the tests directory feature. It's the band index test. So let's see, I think we can add it here because the button is placed into the index page, so it's part of that page. So it makes sense for me to be part in that test suite as well. It can create a new band. So yeah, that makes sense. It can create a new band, and let's think. So first of all, this will be a browser test, and we will visit that page and click on that button and make sure that it redirects us to the create page. Similar like we did in the sidebar test, like here. So we need a user. Let's create one user. We need to log in and act as this user. And then we need to visit our index for the bunch. And here the same, we need assert C link, and this link will be the create band link. Let me double check. Yes, this will be the link. And then just to make sure, like we did here, let's plant, is this a create? Let's do create band button. We don't have that yet, but we will add it. And let's click that button. And then let's assert that the route is create. We don't need that debug here as well, so this can go away. And yeah, before running the test, we know it will fail because we don't have that data test attribute. So let's go back to the index page. Here you go. Where is the button here? Let's add data test. Create band button. Back to the test. Let's run this. Expected to see link with test. Create band. Yeah, it's not create band, it's new band. The create band is the page title and the new band is the label for that button. So yeah, let's rerun that one more time. I guess we're good now. Stop debugging one more time. Now it's passing. So with this test, we are certain that we have correctly placed a button that the user can click and navigate himself to the create page. So this is for my sanity and this is important to have. So I think we are done. We have our button that redirects us to the create page. So let's see what we have. We wrote a test that validates that the flow is there. We updated the policy, so for now it's true, so we can navigate to this page. We added some keys for the translations to the bands and global files. In the index page, we added the new button on the top right corner. We also removed the debug function that I forgot in the previous episode. And of course, we created the route for the bands create and the create component that for now, it only displays a card. And let me wrap this card into a form, or maybe do the opposite. Let's add the form and contain everything else inside the form. This doesn't change anything. So yeah, we are good here as well. And yeah, let's commit that changes. This is bands create, like we said, and we are good to move to the next episode that we're going to handle the submission of the form. We need to display validation errors. We need to make sure that these validation errors are displayed to the user, and we need also to store that band and redirect that user maybe into a new page or to back to the index, I guess, into the bands show. So yeah, that's good for now. Let's move on to the next episode. See you. Bye bye.